Joi, what's up? The Jawn Joi is here.
Jawn Joi.
The Jawn Joi.
The young John.
Young Jawn Joi.
Where live the Jawn Joi. We in here. I got my fam with me. Austin awake. Austin was good.
I'm chilling. I'm good. What's up, Joy? It's a long time coming.
I know, like you curved me. I'm not gonna talk about. I'm gonna leave it in the past. I'm gonna let the past.
That's off air.
Be the past.
That's all fair.
Okay. But you know, like if y'all didn't notice, we were just doing some deep breathing exercises. You be doing deep breathing often?
Yeah, I do a lot of. It's Austin awake, so I got to do the the meditation.
You really meditate?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I'm too immature for that.
I can't like exaggerate, make myself sound too cool, but like I try from time to time. If I'm feeling a little on the edge, you know what I'm saying, I'll meditate a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
I might have to try that.
Guided meditation. Try that. Like someone talks to you the whole time, so you're not sitting there by yourself.
So
like,
who talks to you?
This guy.
Oh, okay.
Or a girl sometimes. It's
Is
a
it a
guy or a
therapist?
girl. I don't know. It's on YouTube, so like people will be like, he'll
okay.
be like, breathe in, count to 10.
Can you send me the link?
I will send you the link.
I'm gonna do it.
I was about to give you an example. But
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
He'll be like, breathe in, count to 10. Think of the ocean, like stuff like that. See, you're already relaxed.
Yeah.
And we're ready to go. That's what I'm talking about. But
right.
It's been a long time coming.
It has been.
Shout out to everybody on Facebook. That's the YouTube right there. Or is that MySpace?
Yeah, that's YouTube. Are we pulling out MySpace for this one?
Yeah.
I think we should. I still got my
All right,
account.
okay.
I know my login and everything.
Is it Jawn Joi or is it something else?
No, it's some other shit. It's probably like Joy Coleman.
All right,
You know,
we're
like
gonna
the
have to
whole
get
government.
we're gonna have to get a switch to throw this bad boy up on MySpace. But yeah,
I think we should do that one.
let's do it.
Austin, I got a question for you. How's it feel to be famous?
What do you mean?
Look, all I'm saying is I was doing some research per usual.
Okay.
And I ran across you on famous birthdays.
You did.
Yeah. I was like, yo, Austin's famous. Does he know he's famous?
I saw that probably like 2 months ago. I didn't know that was real. Like I didn't know that was like a thing that was like, oh, you're famous.
I feel like if you make famous birthdays, then you're famous.
Do you know what it said about me? Because I saw it was like birthday,
it
July
says that
18th.
you're like a rapper.
Okay.
And it says your birthday's coming up.
It is. Well, yeah, it is coming up.
This
kinda.
summer?
Yeah, it is coming up this summer.
Hey.
But I thought like I went to other people who are a little more established and had this whole long rundown.
No, you was like next to some top people too. It was like, fans also searched Nicki Minaj.
No
it was
big-
like some shit like that.
No big deal. No big deal.
What you got planned
that's
for your
cool.
birthday coming up? You turning 25, right?
24.
24.
Not.
Okay.
Wait, no, 25. I am
Yeah,
turning
that's what I was
24.
gonna say.
You just shocked me.
I feel.
I didn't even know I was turning 25. Whoa.
It gets
yeah,
real,
I am
bro.
turning 25. I did not
It's an
know that.
exciting
You just
birthday.
shocked me. Yeah, it is an exciting birthday, quarter century mark.
I just hit mine.
You did 25?
Yeah, in February.
Well, I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, you catching up with me.
I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly have no plans. Last year I did absolutely nothing.
I think we should change that this year.
I think we should. What'd you do?
They had like a dope birthday dinner for me.
They like just people.
Like my friends.
That's
in
what's
the
up.
Studio.
That's what's
my
up.
Bosses and everybody. Like it was just.
So you have people that care about you and threw a birthday party for
they,
you.
They celebrated my birthday like 3 days before my birthday. Like it was like every
That's
day they
fire.
celebrated me. So when my birthday came, I was tired.
That's fine.
And I was in New York. I mean, not New York. I was in New Orleans getting lit.
I've heard stories, but
We'll
I
keep
don't
those
know.
for off
Yeah,
air.
we'll keep those for off air.
What happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans.
That's very true.
I did not show my titties though. I just want everybody to know that.
All right.
Any beads I got was because I was pretty. Okay.
That's good. Okay.
Keep that Bourbon Street. You ain't gonna find no videos of me.
I never
promise
been.
You never been?
Never been.
Yo,
to
we
New
gotta
Orleans.
go.
I'm down. I might go for my 25th birthday, and I
Look.
might get Jawn Joi turned.
Look, I'm gonna come with you too, and you definitely gonna get Jawn Joi turned because
with it.
like 2 hand grenades in each hand. That's the only way.
What is this hand grenade thing?
All right, so basically, it's like when you're in New Orleans, they have like the signature drink on Bourbon Street is a hand grenade, and it's like this little green thing, and it's about this tall, and it's filled with liquor, but it's like real kind of sweet. So you just chug it like juice, and then you be fucked up like 5 minutes later.
And you had 2 of them?
Yes, in each hand. Both nights I was there.
The stories I'm hearing might make a little sense.
I mean, you only live once.
Wait, 2 hand grenades in each
So it's like
hands?
this.
Well, okay,
It's
all
like
right,
that.
all right. Well,
It's like you
I'll try
drink
and do
out
one.
this cup, you drink out that cup.
I have similar stories, but yeah, like I said, we'll talk about them off air. But
We'll keep that for all off
I've done
air.
some things like hand grenades.
I seen something interesting about you. I don't know if it's true, but I wanted to ask you.
Is this an on air or off air
It's
question?
definitely an on-air question. I would not throw you under the bus.
Okay, let's do it.
You created the theme song for the Houston Rockets?
Well, I did get contacted by this company who is making like the theme song for them. Whether it's in their arena right now or not, I'm not totally sure. But that's what was told. You know,
That's
they
dope.
paid me some money to do the theme song for them. It was like a Travis Scott antidote type vibe, so I did that. And yeah, it came out all right. But I mean, I don't know anybody that's been in the Houston Rockets game, so I'm not sure if it's in the arena. But from what I'm told, that's what it was. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You up here breaking the mold.
Yeah.
Houston Rockets.
I'm trying. I'm just still trying to get over these.
Oh, you like those?
I don't even have a radio show, and I want one that says The Austin Awake.
I think we can do that.
Let's do it.
We could do that. All right. So I also want to say congrats on your Billboard write-up. That was dope.
Thank you. Yeah.
About your song About You.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you kind of know you're somewhat on the right path.
That's how you know you are on the right path, not somewhat.
Yeah.
Billboard acknowledges you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I got a dope team and a lot of people pushing for me. So the Billboard thing was a dope look, and that's definitely a blessing.
So Spud McKenzie did that that video. How was it working with Spud?
He's dope. He's like a Kanye guy, but videos like he
He's
has
hella
his
passionate.
vision.
He does
yeah.
have Kanye passion.
Very passionate, and he just like that same night that we shot it. He had the video edited and sent back to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he works fast, and it was dope.
All right, so the song is about more so like coming to grips with a relationship ending. All right, so like, who broke your heart?
Well,
Or whose heart did you break?
there's some out there that would say I'm the heartbreaker, and there's some out there that would say I would say they broke my heart. But that was just about kind of multiple relationships, like in the past. So, you know, just relationships that I've been in, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Just like the whole song, if you listen to it or hear the video out on YouTube now and iTunes, Spotify, all that About You, also on MySpace. No,
Go
I'm
cop
joking.
up. Go watch that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but yeah, it's dope. I feel like a lot of people can relate to it, and yeah.
All right,
Sure.
so you make vibey records that girls fuck with. So like, what kind of girls are you into?
What kind of girls? Bad is the only thing that I like.
Oh, bad is the only thing that he likes.
Nah, I like down to earth girls.
Uh-huh.
I like girls who are honest, cool, got their own thing going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just somebody I could like learn from too. You know.
So what did you learn most from one of your relationships?
To not trust anybody.
Really?
Nah. I don't know. That's a tough question. What did I learn most from one of my relationships? I mean, yeah, I would say that's the biggest thing that I've taken away, just because you know how like big things that happen are the most impactful in your life. So I've had some things happen where I'm like, I do trust people, but I've had some things happen where I'm like, I can't trust anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so that's probably the most like
so would
crazy
you say
thing.
like takes longer for you to trust?
Yeah, time.
So in your previous relationships, were you more adamant at trusting? Like you just jumped
Like
into
trusted
it?
too much.
Yeah, like it was just so easy for you to trust. Like you trusted too early.
Yeah, I'm like the guy that gives people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
And I don't know. Everyone's been telling me I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you're sensitive.
That's what people have been saying. So I don't know like how all that stuff works, but people are like, oh, you're a Cancer. And it makes me feel bad. I'm like,
No,
well,
you shouldn't.
the way
feel
they
bad, but
say it,
Cancers are
I'm like,
really sensitive.
yeah. I mean, which is true.
Like I
Like
seen a list and it says like the most sensitive signs to the least sensitive.
And Cancer's
Cancer
up
was
top.
number 1.
Yeah.
But then I was number 2. I'm a Pisces.
Pisces.
I don't think I'm sensitive though.
Yeah.
I'm really like hard. Like
I mean, I don't think I'm sensitive, but then when someone tells me I'm sensitive, I get mad. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sensitive. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you're a Cancer, you're sensitive. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm
Point
like,
proven.
stop. Yeah. So I would say like, yeah. I'm definitely, everything about the sign definitely fits me. I don't even remember the question, but we definitely just got derailed a little bit, but I don't remember the question.
it was basically like the type of girls that you like.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, bad
And then
and
the only thing
that I like.
All right, so only bad bitches for
Yeah.
Austin. All right, so you started doing music when you were like 13, right?
Young.
All right, so how'd you get into that?
So it's a funny story. When I was like I forgot how old I was. It might even been younger than that, because I was watching like Lil Bow Wow. Like I got into a lot of other people, but I was like real young. He must have been 13 at the time, so I was
Okay.
probably like 6, 7. I was young. I saw this like young kid with like girls and cars and money. I was like, I want to do.
he was lit to
Yeah,
be 13.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I want to do that. So I just like kind of got into music like from that, and then I got into other music and more. You know, as like 50 Cent, Eminem, Jay-Z was not coming out, but doing their thing. I got into that, but when I was like 13 is when I really was like, all right, I'm gonna try to actually do this.
Okay.
So me and my buddy Adam got this like MP3 player, and it could record like audio, like voice audio. So we started like recording on that. We would like write stuff down on paper. I was just listening to them the other day. They were on MySpace. I'm not giving anybody the link, but they actually were on MySpace. I was looking this up the other day. It was me like 13. I sounded like, I don't know, I sounded really weird, but it's funny. It's like just hearing me all the way back in the day. But yeah, so we record on this like MP3 player. And just, we put it out on MySpace. And, like, when I was in school, people were like, oh, you got songs out on MySpace? Stuff like that. But, yeah, it's pretty funny.
So you beat everybody before the GarageBand era.
Oh, way before the GarageBand. Way before the GarageBand.
Because, you know, when GarageBand dropped, everybody in school was a rapper.
Oh, yeah. And it had autotune.
Yeah.
GarageBand had autotune. So that was, like, T-Pain and stuff. So everyone was using autotune, like, super heavy, like, all the way up. That T-Pain voice. But, yeah.
All right. So growing up in a small town, what was that like?
The small town life is weird because you know everybody and you see the same people everywhere you go. Mm-hmm. But it's cool because it's kind of like a big family. It wasn't crazy small. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like only 50 people. But basically I had you see the same people everywhere you go. Same people in school, like not big classes. I don't know how many people did you have in your class?
Like full blown class or like?
No, like your whole
classroom.
high school class.
Oh, maybe like I want to say a few hundred. Maybe like three or two or something like that.
Yeah. So I think we had a lot less than that, but it was just cool. Everybody was friends, you know, and. You know, it's cool little stuff like drive-in movies.
Y'all had drive-ins?
Yeah, drive-ins, bonfires, like almost like country stuff a little bit. But yeah, it was dope. I mean, I wouldn't go back and want to live anywhere else.
What part of upstate New York are you from?
Boston Spa. So Albany, which is the capital of New York.
Where are you from? Poughkeepsie. Oh,
are you from Poughkeepsie?
Yeah.
So you know Boston Spa? Do you know Boston Spa?
Mm-hmm.
So you know Saratoga? Like Saratoga, Albany, like it's all right there. Yeah, I know not a lot of people from Poughkeepsie, but I definitely know some people from there.
Shout out to Hev. Hev's my show producer. She's from Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, shout out Hev.
Born and raised.
Oh yeah, it's not small.
said
That's
born
more
and
like
raised.
city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, were your parents like supportive of your music coming up?
They liked music.
He's real hesitant, like he don't want to get in trouble.
They liked music,
Uh-huh.
so I think when they saw I was doing it, it was pretty cool. But I don't think they thought that I would actually pursue it. I remember one time, like super young, I was like 9, and I was just trying to see my like father's response. I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper, and he's like, my dad's like a working man, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was cool with that. But now they are. You know, now that things are going pretty well, they're like very supportive of it.
What do you think it took for them to get on board fully?
50 million views online.
Oh yes, let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like a couple 100,000 people on Facebook.
Let's talk about it.
But yeah, just like seeing that I could actually make money off of it. Mm-hmm. You know, because I had jobs growing up, all the way up till I started making money off music.
So what kind of jobs did you have when you were younger?
I did everything. I tell people this. They're like, what did you do? I took video games off shelves and stocked them in a warehouse to ship out to people.
Oh, the actual warehouse.
Yeah, I was in the warehouse and like shipped out Christmas orders. I was a waiter. I was a host. I did like bar bagging. I set up concert venue shows. I did everything.
Yo, you had your hand in everything.
Yeah, I was, and then like 50 more jobs. But I did a ton of stuff. But I quit. I always quit everyone to do music. And then after I realized I wasn't making any money off music, I go get another job. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm quitting. And then I would go get another job. And I quit. And then all of a sudden I started making money off the music. So that's where we're at now. You know, hopefully I don't have to quit this.
I don't think you'll have to.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So, I mean, you were talking about, your views and everything like that. Starting out on YouTube, how'd that come about and you deciding to take use YouTube as a platform, to get yourself out there?
So it was actually Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
So I used to do these remixes every Tuesday. I called it Takeover Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I would put them out, and I would get like 100 views.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 200 views. When I got 500 views, I was like, we made it. Quit my job. Didn't make any money. Went and got another
Quit
one.
my job.
You know what I'm saying? Like 500 views.
Is over. I
was
need
like,
you.
yeah. I was like, we made it. Quit my job. Just went and had to get another one. So I was doing those for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden, my buddy, I didn't have any money at the time. I was kind of struggling, and my buddy Adam, the same one I started doing the music with on the MP3 players, I saw this dude who had a Facebook page with like 2 million people.
Okay.
And I hit him up. I was like, hey, can I get a remix that I did up on your page? And he was like $150 or $75 or something. So I hit up my boy. I was like, dude, he's an accountant. So, you know what I'm saying? He was making some money, or like he was doing all right. So I was like, bro, I really think this is going to be it. I was like, could I just have some help? So he sent me the money, and I paid this dude. He put my video up, and I was falling asleep that night. It was a remix. I forgot what remix it was. And I ended up getting like 1 million views overnight.
Wow.
So then he was like, wow, amazing. So he was like, let's do it again. So I did another remix. I did Hello by like Adele. I did a remix. Remix, not cover. And then, so I put that up the next week, and it got like 20 million views on Facebook. So it was going super viral. All his fans came over and liked my stuff, and that's probably a lot of the people watching right now, to be honest. So yeah, that's how it happens. And then I started posting on my YouTube, and it just, everything expanded from there.
So when you decided to start doing the remixes, like when did you start doing them?
What year is it?
18.
2018. So they went viral 2 years ago.
Okay, so like 16.
I was doing them 2 years before,
so
and nobody was watching.
Okay.
Every week, every Tuesday, I put out something.
So what changed it for people to start watching?
That dude posting on his page. Yeah. So, and then it was at a point before Facebook took down all my videos for copyright. Shout out Facebook, appreciate you.
Dang, you made me want to cuss out Facebook for a second, but then I was like, we live on Facebook right now. I ain't trying to go there. You feel me?
That is true.
I ain't trying to catch no cases.
That is true. But yeah. So there was a point where I was putting out videos getting 1 million views a week, at the least, And then, unfortunately, Facebook took them all down, even though the beats were totally remade and they were remixes. Shout out Facebook.
Y'all wrong for that, Facebook. I gotta stick up for him. I'm sorry. I have other words to say for you, but I'm just gonna keep it real polite.
We're gonna keep it real polite.
All right. So,
and I got my Facebook page deleted.
Really?
And someone had to work hard for me to get it back.
Dang, why Facebook give you so much slack?
I think they were afraid that I was gonna take over Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I think they saw me as a threat. And watch, my Facebook page will probably be deleted in the morning.
All right, we're not going to speak that upon us, okay? Facebook, if we could figure out some way for you and Austin to be friends, we really like it. I mean, if we could sit down.
Zuckerberg,
yeah,
hit me up.
Mark,
if you got some money that I can have.
Like, let's set up like a intervention or, like some type of mediation.
Intervention?
Well, mediation.
What's going on? Why do I need an intervention?
Let's do a mediation. You know what I mean? Where we can mediate.
I like
this
it.
And,
I like that.
We could come to grips with everything,
Do you think
become friends.
Zuckerberg would be down for that? Or do you think he's got more important stuff going on?
I think one day he'll be down for that.
Oh.
I mean,
I haven't met many people that believed in me like you.
I got you, man.
She's talking. She's like, Facebook's gonna regret that.
Yeah,
that's one day Zuckerberg's gonna meet up with you.
Yeah, you gotta speak it.
I like it. I appreciate it.
I mean, I got you. All right, so, a lot of your topics, or more so your brand or your subject matter, is based around your upbringing and where you're from your last project, Small Town Boy, to your up and coming project that drops.
Tomorrow.
It will be out by the time this interview drops.
Actually, yeah, that is true. That is
so, A Long Way From Home. What obstacles do you think you face growing up in a small town, and what about growing up in a small town makes you hold on to it so much where you like, I want to make this part of my branding and to really showcase that part of your life?
That's an amazing question. Nobody's ever asked me that.
Thanks.
I love that. So listen, everybody, No, but I like that question. So, basically, like growing up, what was very hard, what the obstacles about me being in a small town was just there was nobody to help me get my music out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did have a mentor that I want, that kind of took me under his wing. He was more in the city, Albany, DJ iRock. He took me under his wing and helped me big time. He's a legendary DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Go look him up. You know, that's my guy. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Okay.
So he took me under his wing. But prior to that, as a small town, I mean, the most people you could get to listen to your music was like your friends at school.
Mm-hmm.
But then the internet really like
helped it,
you know. And then what was the second part of that question? You said the obstacles, and then
what about your upbringing and coming from a small town made you want to make that part of your
Oh.
ambition?
So I noticed. So when I made the album Small Town Boy, I lived out in California, and that's the album that I put out last year. It went top 50 on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
It was very successful. I'm very proud of it. When I was out in California, everything was so fast paced, and
Mm-hmm.
Everyone felt very, not everyone, but a lot of people felt very fake to me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really knew each other. Like I feel like nobody was day ones with each other.
Yeah.
I was just like, I miss my home. And I never thought I would say that until I was gone.
Because so many you try to be like, I'm trying to get out of here.
Yes, I was so stressed out. When I was growing up, all I wanted to do all the way till I moved out to California was get out of my small town.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally did, and I was like, wow, I miss back home.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the genuine people,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying my town is perfect, but like I just miss, knowing people and the drive-ins and the bonfires and stuff like that. So that's what went into making that album, and I just missed my small town big time. So I made that like a part of my brand. And even this next project that's coming out tonight at midnight,
A long way from home.
A Long Way From Home, the same thing. Like I went from Cali back to New York for a little bit, and now I'm down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like I'm a long way from that small town. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's the most valuable lesson you've learned being a long way from home?
That's a deep question. Most valuable lesson. Have faith in God and yourself, because it can get lonely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it can get very lonely because, like I said, when I was out in California, even sometimes down here, it just feels very lonely. So I just have to have confidence in myself,
Yeah.
faith in myself, because at the end of the day, we're all we have. God is all we have, So, just confidence and faith in God and yourself.
I like that answer.
Thank you.
All right, so you were talking about, going to Cali, then going back to New York, and now you're down in Atlanta. What led you to the A?
These wonderful people.
These guys, Cudi, Teddy,
Sitting all around me.
Jay Malone.
That man is sitting right there behind the.
Shout out to Teddy.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Jazz
Katie,
right there.
Jazz. You got the whole team with you.
Yeah, so it was like it was a dope process. So this guy I used to record with back in the day, Culture, he kind of connected me with Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz connected me with everybody that's sitting in this room, my buddy Jay, KD, Teddy, and I didn't know who they were. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a lot of people in me going viral in a couple years trying to manage me and help me out, and it just didn't feel right. So I always stuck to myself, but something felt right. So I just came down here, got on a plane, came down here, and met with them, and something in my gut just told me to do it, and it turned out to be an awesome decision. So yeah, now I'm down here.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm happy it worked out.
Yeah, shout out Hotel
that was taking
Roxy.
a risk.
Yeah, it was taking a risk.
It was taking a risk.
But it wasn't like a risk because it just felt so good,
All right, so speaking on, starting on Facebook, YouTube,
MySpace.
Yo, I can't with him with this.
I just need that sponsorship. Did it die? My phone just died?
If anybody's going to bring back MySpace, it's going to be Austin Awake.
I just need that check from Tom. MySpace Tom.
Shout out to Tom.
Yeah, shout out to Tom.
Yo.
He sold MySpace to Justin Timberlake or something crazy.
Really?
He's just traveling
So that's
the world.
why everything changed, because I don't like my profile no more. It's all my childhood pictures. but
Remember
it
when
just
you used to
doesn't
have
look
a
the same.
background?
Yeah, all my
and,
shit's going. I was
choose your
I did
songs?
not delete any of this.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
all my pictures are
Yeah, so whoever took over screwed it up, and I'm about to be the new king of MySpace, and I'm going to blow up even more off of MySpace, and I'm going to bring Tom back, and it's gonna make like you remember when you used to have your player like music
Yes,
player.
You know what you should do though? When you get really, really, really lit, make everybody go to MySpace for your project, and everybody's gonna go because like they want to hear your project.
Do I have to cut you a check for that idea?
I mean, we could figure something out. I'm not gonna tax you or nothing like that.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
I'm serious though. Like MySpace, that might be like my most outplayed joke in the world. I always, if you watch every show, everything I do, I always end with follow me on MySpace. But I'm telling you, I'm bringing MySpace back, and I'm about to get the check. Tom's traveling the world right now. You heard it here on the Jawn Joi show. Tom is traveling the world. That guy, he sold MySpace for $100 million.
Oh, he's living life.
He's traveling the world.
He gives no fucks about MySpace.
Yeah, he's killing it right now. He's out in like Asia, just backpacking through the mountains.
I want to do that.
So do I.
Where would you backpack at?
I don't know. I really don't even know. I don't really know much.
You like going on hikes?
I do.
I
kind of lived like the Adirondacks. It's kind of like where I'm from, Adirondack Mountains. I like hikes, but then it's like you hike all the way to the top, and you're up there, and you're like dead tired. And then you're like, wait, I got to walk down.
You got to walk back. But you chill usually when you get to the top for a second.
You chill.
You talk.
Yes. Maybe do a few magic mushrooms. I'm kidding. I'm joking, but I know, I heard that's the fun thing to do out in the wild.
I'm not doing that. If every time I go on a hike, I pray to the Lord, I do not run into a snake. I'd be like, I know I'm out here, and I know that this is a chance that I'm going to run into one, but I pray to I don't run into one. Why
are people so afraid of snakes?
I'm scared of them. Terrified. Heart's falling out my
Rest in peace,
body.
But I feel like, well, no. I was going to say Steve Irwin. But I don't like bugs or like spiders or.
I can deal with
this
bugs.
other thing flew in the room the other day. What was that thing? The thing that flew in the room. There was this wild insect that flew in the room.
Well, Georgia has some weird ass bugs.
This thing was nuts. I screamed the most high pitched noise. Like I screamed. This thing was wild. It flew in the room like an angel. Like it had two wings, and it was just going. It was just hovering, staring at me.
Oh hell no! How big was it?
It was like this big.
Yeah, you gotta go chill.
It was small, but it was just hovering, and it was just looking at me like this, staring at me. And I was sleeping. That was the craziest thing. And I heard like a bzzz, and I look, and this thing's just hovering, staring at me, and I screamed. But I learned this from my mom. I thought about killing it, but I did safely remove it and
you
set
put
it free.
Back, set it free
outside.
That's the nice thing to do. I did that the other day.
To what?
It was some bug flew into the kitchen out here in the studio, and Spud wanted to beat it up with a paper towel, and I opened the door for it, and it was a wasp.
It has a family. You know what I'm saying? It has a family, cousins, relatives.
It floated on out. You know what I mean?
That's good.
If I can save it, I'll save it.
I respect you.
Until it comes from me, then it's over for him.
I respect you for that.
All right, so gaining your notoriety, your fame through Facebook, YouTube, and now transitioning over from doing your remixes. What's it like transitioning over to your full artistry?
Thank you for not saying covers like 99% of the world and the interviewers.
I mean, I've watched them and they're not verbatim, so it's not a cover.
Thank you. It's kind of like the dedication tapes when Wayne, No Ceilings. Wayne would just totally remix songs. So thank you for that. I don't know. Like, I started doing original music. I just did the remix for like once a week to, I would steal other people's popularity and try and like ride on their like wave just to get my name out. But the original stuff's never been hard to me because for every one remix I do that week I would record 20 original songs. So it's always been about original music. Always been about my own stuff. So what's it like now, being able to showcase more of your music? It's dope. I mean, it was cool because the last project, the Small Town Boy, all original, what I'm saying, album went top 50. So it's dope to see that people support the original stuff, because it was a question I had, when I was doing the remixes and they were going viral. I was like, how will that transition into the, original stuff? And it did pretty well. All right. So I have a question. Your chain's pretty icy. Y'all see his swag? He just be real chill, but he be real swagged out. This was at Walmart, actually. He's lying his ass off. No, this was at Walmart in the 25-cent gumball machine.
Don't nobody even carry change when you got change in your pocket.
Change?
Yeah. See, that's how you know he lying. He ain't get that out the gumball machine. He don't even got no change in his
I don't even have my wallet on me.
But you got Bitcoin. Don't you do Bitcoin?
I do. I dabble.
I dabble.
Electronium's blowing up today. Tron's going to $1. Ethereum, Litecoin. Starbucks is taking Litecoin. Bitcoin's blowing up.
Yo, you're like the whole, like, you know everything.
You know, some would say that, but...
I downloaded the app, but I don't know how to work it.
Coinbase?
Yeah, I downloaded it.
You have Coinbase?
Yeah. You gonna be my teacher?
I might send you some... I think your phone just died.
It did.
All right. Well, that's nice. When... Has your phone ever been on 100%? I was thinking about this today about my own phone.
No, I actually sometimes wake up and my phone's about to die. I be forgetting to charge it at night sometimes.
My phone... Well, I stole somebody's charger today. But my phone hasn't been over 30% in the last month.
Really?
Yeah, my phone's just look at it died while we were trying to do it. Why do you have Instagram plugged in and not the Facebook? Theodore.
Oh!
Hold
Hold on, I'm about to say no. His real name isn't Theodore. I was about to grind him up.
But I have 300.
Then I had to think about it. I was like, that's not his real
I have
name.
300,000 people on Facebook, and you need the password. I feel very bad. But all I'm saying is, like, I was just a little confused why we would put this on Instagram when my following's bigger on Facebook. But you're always wrong, and now I feel like a complete
It's okay. You get a pass.
a-hole. I'm sorry. He just flicked me off, guys. That hurt, dude. Well, let me read that. Well, I mean, I feel like we did enough on. We'll just go on Instagram. All right.
Shout out to Instagram.
Shout out to Theodore.
Shout out to Theodore.
And I'm sorry.
Teddy's name is Theodore now.
I'm sorry about doing that to you, Teddy. Do you forgive me?
He
Thank
said
you.
yes, guys, if you couldn't see him.
Thank you.
All right. So back to Bitcoin.
Yes.
You're like the whole like professor at it. Like you just ran down like everything.
I dabble.
You dabble. When'd you get into Bitcoin?
My birthday.
Really?
I was, I had a couple drinks, and my buddy was like, "You should buy Bitcoin." And this Bitcoin was at, it was really low. It was like maybe 800 or 1,000 or something like that. So I was sitting at the bar, having some drinks, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin." I was like, "Screw it!" I was like, "I'll buy Bitcoin." I bought it. From July all the way to December, it went from like the 1,000 I bought it at to 20,000.
Wow.
So that's when I was like, "This is sick," and it's going to it's gonna go to 250,000.
You're lit off of Bitcoin.
I just really believe in it. I think it's dope, but I think the other ones are even better. Like there's other coins. Litecoin's dope. It's faster transaction time and all that. I don't know an insane amount. But I know Litecoin is probably more like usable because it's faster. Like if I send you Bitcoin right now, it'll take like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. If I send you Litecoin, it'll come like that.
Oh, that's where it gets its name from?
Yeah.
It's fast, light.
Fast, light, yeah. So there's other ones that are better, but Bitcoin's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like Bitcoin's like the dollar bill.
Okay.
The original, like the OG.
So it's like the OG of crypto.
Yeah, it's the OG. Yeah, it's the OG.
All right. So back to your chain. It says awake.
It does.
Bling bling. All right. So where'd you get your name from? Austin Awake. I would assume that your real name is Austin. Is your real name Austin?
Bartholomew.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. So where Austin come from?
No, I'm joking.
He's fucking with me. Y'all just gonna let him do that because I'm just gonna believe him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know what his parents named him.
No, yeah, it's Austin. The Awake is kind of like, I felt like everyone that I knew was following the same path of, like, go to school. And I have nothing wrong with going to college. I went to college. I left after the first week, but I attempted. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so,
you did not say the first week. Did you really leave after the first
Oh,
week?
yeah, I was gone.
All right, we'll get back to that.
But I moved all my stuff in, was there for a week, and I was like, I'm not doing this. But I have no problem with going to college. I think college is great. But, like, I saw a lot of people getting trapped in this. Go to school, go to college, get a 9-to-5, get a family, pay bills, die.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going the other way. You know what I'm saying? So Awake is like, I feel like I know awake is real deep. It's about like mind, body, spirit, like some crazy stuff. I wouldn't say I'm woke or I'm all the way woke. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that. But I was definitely awake to like the matrix that we live in. So I just chose kind of my own path. And it's about just not being a sheep. It's about just having your own path and going your own way, to me. You know?
That's dope.
Yeah, so that's kind
And
of...
then it bounces off to Austin, and it fits perfectly.
It goes.
It does.
It goes. I don't know where I was when I thought of it. I don't know when I thought of it, but kind of just happened.
Shout out to Derek Milano being a creep, looking through the door.
He actually got us the Deer Park sponsorship.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Derek.
I'm not going to talk trash about Deer Park. I might need them one
Will
day. I never know.
Tell us how we got that? The Deer Park sponsorship?
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was thirsty.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
And
That's the ad right there.
He
When you thirsty, instead of getting hurt, grab a Deer Park.
Yep. He tweeted at him and they were like, We'll send you 5. 4. 5. 5. Yeah. So shout out to Deer Park. Are we gonna get sued because of that?
I don't know. We'll figure that out later.
All right. Damn it, Derek.
All right. So speaking of awake, I want to know what you're awake on and what you're asleep on. So Airheads or Laffy Taffies?
Whoa. Time
Yeah.
out. What does this mean?
Yeah, I want to know if you're awake. Like, do you fuck with Airheads or
Okay.
Laffy? Are
I
you
like
sleeping
this.
on
I like
Laffy
this.
Taffies?
I like
what
this.
What are you awake on?
Laffy Taffies. I'm awake on Laffy Taffy.
Oh, so you're sleep on
1,000%.
you're so sleep on Deer Park. I mean, not Deer Park.
Airheads?
Airheads.
I couldn't even really tell you what an airhead is.
Really?
What's an airhead?
It's they
She
kind of
just
like
looked at me crazy.
they kind of like Laffy Taffies, but they thinner.
Oh no! Whoa! I'm all the way awake on airheads. Are you talking about like the like this long?
Yeah, and they
Thin?
thin.
Oh, I'm all the way awake on airheads.
Okay.
1,000%.
All right. Are you awake on the Sixers?
Am I gonna get murdered for saying no? There's like a lot of Philly people in this. I'm totally awake. Totally awake on the Sixers all the way.
Are you awake on Kanye West College Dropout or Nas Illmatic? Which one are you awake on, or which one are you sleep on?
Oh, whoa. Okay, let me say this. I can tell you that College Dropout was huge for me. Mm-hmm. But now growing up and going back and like when I was really getting into everything, really studying hip hop, Illmatic, and the fact he was so young when he made that, like if we're talking Illmatic versus College Dropout, that's probably the hardest question I've ever been asked in my life. But I'm gonna have to just give it to Nas, just because of wasn't he real young when he made that, like 19 or something like that? Something crazy.
I'm not gonna speak. I'll have to fact check first.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give it to Illmatic just
I'm
because
not gonna get grinded.
I'm gonna
up for
give
that
it.
one.
Yeah, I might be totally wrong, but I'm just gonna have to give it to Illmatic. But if you ask me when I was first like getting into everything, I would have said College Dropout.
Okay. So the history that you've learned has, they say once you know better, you do better. I guess.
Yes.
I guess so. Okay, I'll give you that one. All right. So speaking of Ye, I seen a throwback, and you did a song called "Kanye West Is My Dad."
I kind of regret that at this moment in time.
I have to ask about that. You know what I mean? And I wanted to get your take. We don't have to go too deep on it, but like,
I kind of want. I know I should bite my tongue, but about everything that's been happening with Kanye.
Yeah.
What
are your thoughts though? We don't have to go like into specifics about each
I
crazy wild thing that he said or
Okay.
done recently.
I don't
But what are
agree-
your thoughts
I don't
overall about
agree-
Kanye in 2018? The first half of the year.
I don't. He's definitely said a lot of wild things. Mm-hmm. But I think about himself. Like just how he's all about love and stuff like that, I'm very happy to see because he was in a rough spot. Mm-hmm. Him in the hospital, breakdown, he calls it a breakthrough. I watched it. Did you watch the Charlamagne interview?
I did watch the Charlamagne interview.
I think I loved where he was at with himself, like just about loving everybody and, him wanting to change the stigma on the word crazy.
Yeah.
Stuff like that
and
is
it's
awesome.
National Mental Health Month, too.
Yeah, so stuff like that and not calling it a breakdown but a breakthrough, all that stuff, I was like very proud about and very excited about. But there's some other things
like
that...
his TMZ comments and stuff.
Yeah, that's some stuff that I don't even want to get into.
We won't get into it.
But he's come a long way from being in the hospital to where he's at now, and I'm so excited for the Kids See Ghosts, the Cudi and Kanye album. Cudi's top 5 all time, so I mean, it's crazy.
All right, would you say Kanye was like one of your inspirations coming up then? Especially
1000%. I'll never forget the All Falls Down video. Just everything about it. Every time I listen to that song, I remember like that's the stuff that really one of the other things that really got me into what I'm doing. That video right there. Dope.
Well, I'm gonna say shout out to Kanye. I'm gonna say I hope Kanye, gets a breakthrough in all other aspects of his life, and that he can come through for us. And watch what he says first.
Yeah. But the Kanye West is My Dad song was fire.
It was. It was interesting, but you didn't really talk about Kanye that much in it.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was gonna do a song. I was gonna do a whole album. I was weird. Like when I was in California, I was thinking of all this weird stuff. I was gonna do an album. I don't even know if I should talk about this, but
am I getting exclusive?
This isn't exclusive, but it's really weird. Like people might think I'm like crazy after this. I was gonna do an album. So I used to call people dad, like yo, what's up, dad? Like even just my boys instead of bro. And I still kind of do it sometimes. But I was gonna call an album Dad. And I was gonna have like Kanye West is my dad, Kid Cudi is my dad, John Mayer is my dad. Like I was gonna do a whole.
I think it could be cool in respect of homage.
Yeah, that's and when I really met dad.
If it's in homage, then I fuck with that.
When I met dad, I really meant like these people taught me just as much about life as my dad. Like
That's
these
dope.
people could have been my dad. Like Kid Cudi, like got me through life to the point where that man could have been my older brother or my dad. John Mayer taught me so much through his songwriting, through his music that he could have been my dad. Like literally I looked up to these people like they were my dad. So I was gonna do a whole project.
I actually really like that idea, and I'm not judging you.
I think it would be dope. I just think it was a little weird. But
no, I mean it's artistic though.
Yeah.
And it's different.
Yeah.
And you have a whole like message behind it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people could relate to that because a lot of people grow up off of music. We want to say that people are raised off of music. Locally.
Yeah, they're literally like these artists raised me like a parent. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're listening to their words and you're taking them in and things like that. And
using them to life.
But I think that also might hold more artists accountable when you think about it like that. Because it's like if those people influence you to that point where you're like, yo, I kind of listen to your teachings and they help mold me as a person, then that's like a parent figure. Put
a little pressure on them.
Yeah, it puts pressure on people.
I like it. I would love that pressure. I mean, I would love to take that responsibility.
Speaking of parental figures, Mother's Day's coming up. You got anything planned for your moms?
I was thinking about maybe sending her a card. No, I'm joking. No, if I could I really want to get back to the town and do something special and nice for her because I would not be here or be where I'm at or anything without my mom. My mom's like, shout out to moms. But my mom like totally made me who I am today. So when I can, one of the reasons I do this music is for my mom, you know? So I would love to be able to do something special for her.
Happy Mother's Day to your mom.
When is Mother's Day? What day?
Is it next Sunday? Sunday, the 13th.
The 13th.
Look, yeah, I think it's the 13th.
Mom, I might not make it back. But
he's going to send you an edible arrangement.
I got something planned. I'm going to send you some edibles.
Edible.
Oh, edible arrangements. No,
yo, shout out to you, Austin. Thank you for coming through, chopping it up with me.
Thank you for having me.
Your project is out. Long Way From Home. Everybody go cop that. Tell everybody where they can find you at and all that stuff.
Austin Awake on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, MySpace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much everything. A Long Way From Home out now. Go get it. Those are the days videos coming out. It might be out by the time this comes out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how fast the turnaround is on this. But
we pretty smooth.
Pretty fast, pretty smooth. But yeah, so About You video out now. Those are the days video coming. Yeah, thank you for having me. I know you get mad at me when I say this, but I mean, this was a long time coming, so I officially made it.
Yo,
now that I'm on a Jawn Joi, and one more thing to make Joy mad, me and Joy got some fire coming out. But don't worry about it.
We do have a song. It's coming out soon.
We got something a little special. We got something a little special. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Rob. Catch me later.
Catch me later.
The Jawn Joi. The Young John. The Young Jawn Joi.